But anyways,
so what did that look like when you made that transition into using Therabyte? How did that transform your workflow?
So the first thing I did is right away I started using the scheduler, which was really good for me, and the charting. So I did that right away, but I was slow to change over my invoicing. And I think honestly, the delay was I couldn't decide what I was called, and it looked funny, but it had just my name. And so I thought the invoices looked funny and that sort of thing. And so I was flip-flopping around. Is it just Staci Cooper SLP services, or am I going to have a name that I'm calling myself? I don't know. I had a weird thing. So I was a little bit delayed in flipping over to the invoicing. I like maybe a month or two.
Yeah.
But so I started right away with the charting, and that changed things significantly for me. I think in the little thing you sent out, Ashley had asked me once, what's the biggest change? And I said, well, I actually do my charting. So like that is, if anybody knows me, I've been notoriously bad for being a delayed charter. Like my second year working, I worked at school-based services, and I spent all of July catching up on my charting.
Oh my gosh.
So like really bad at charting and doing it. I keep really good data sheets. Like I always have it. So, but then I'm like, clearly my charting's not going to be awesome if I'm just reporting the data. I'm not getting any of that like situation or environmental.
Oh, and so much extra work too.
Yeah. So I think I don't know if you remember, Ashley, but once like I think I took a screenshot of my day and everybody was green because I had finished my charting, and I was like, look at it, all my charting's done, and it's only like 45 minutes after my last client. I'd done all my charting for the day. I felt very like accomplished. I was like, yay me.
And I even think when you sent me that email, it wasn't just charting. It was like everyone's chart. Like I've charted on everyone. I've invoiced for everything. Like it is done 45 minutes after my day's over.
Totally. Yes. So when I started flipping into the invoicing, even that makes you get your charting done even faster, because until you click they've attended, you've entered your chart note, then the invoice can prepare. So, and I felt I don't like sending the invoice if I haven't finished the note. I don't know, that's just something in my head. So the whole flow of that just makes me get it done. And now it's just like, now it doesn't feel like a chore to do my charting. It's just part of the process of what I do on my Saturdays. And also part of that whole piece, I don't want to have to think about things when I leave there. Like I really want my private practice to be distinct. I do it on Saturdays and then I'm done. Yeah. And there have been, like once I had to take my son to a birthday party and I left immediately after seeing my clients and I didn't get the charting done. And it didn't feel very comfortable, but then I just said, okay, Monday night from 7 to 8, I'm going to go in, and then it's just all there in Therabyte. So got it done.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And you talked a little bit about how everything looked green. And that's with our 3-step scheduler. The event will look green when you've marked it attended. And that was fun. That was one of my favorite features to develop. It was this, I knew how challenging charting had been for me throughout my career and in talking with other clinicians and being able to have that visual reminder that, hey, yes, it's done. You did it, like gold star, check, it's over, like feels really good, right?
Totally. And I'll often flip it to the month view as well too, because then you get that. And I do have one lingering pediatric client that I see randomly, and that one I'll get lost in the conversation that I'm having sometimes, and so my chart notes might not get done as well. And so using that month view, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to either sign it or finish it or do that last thing I thought I was going to do. So it just really reinforces how visual I am and how helpful that is.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Love that. So being a small private practice, another question that I often get asked is, how do you justify spending the money for having so few clients? You said you only have about 5 to 6 clients and you're seeing them only every other week. And there's a lot of people that are just not sure that it's worth the expense. My practice is so small, and I'm curious your thoughts around that.
Yeah, I would say in the beginning, like when I was only kind of scheduling 1 to maybe 3 clients on a Saturday, it went through my head at first. But like at the end of the day, when you look at what you're charging as an hourly rate as a private practitioner, and then you look at your time, and so that's essentially what your time is worth. The amount of time I spent like formulating and trying to figure out the stupid Word document for my invoices, making sure cross-referencing onto the Excel sheet and all of that sort of stuff is worth money, that time. Yeah. And when you really, I don't know why $36 a month seemed like a big deal, but now I'm like, it is peanuts compared to the time that I save, and that it's just done. It's in one place. It's organized. It's, you know, it's, I don't have to dig, or, you know, if my computer crashes, it's all gone, or, you know, anything like that. So, my thoughts would be is that it's nothing. It's a business expense. So it's part of your business tax form and all that sort of stuff. It's 100% worth it. I would say if you're seeing 2 or more clients, it's worth it.